A logo is the face of a brand. When we see a symbol we know, we subconsciously trust popular brands. This is why designers work really long and hard at creating a simple and easy-to-remember logo. A good logo should also convey a hidden subtext. Without further ado, here are 16 companies we think and know have a hidden meaning in their logo. 16. Haribo. Haribo is famous for its gummy bears that are loved by both children and adults. The founder of the company came up with the name all by himself. He combined the first two letters of his first and last name, Hans Riegel, and added the first two letters of his hometown, Bonn. Hans used to sell sweets at fun fairs where there were dancing bears, and he used his memory as an inspiration for the shape of his candy. 15. MGM. Marcus Loew was a very successful entrepreneur who steadily built his chain of Loew's Theaters, one of the most prestigious in the U.S. He needed to have a steady flow of movies for his theaters and founded People's Vaudeville Company, which later changed its name to Loew's Consolidated Enterprises, which became Loew's Inc. in 1919. Part of his expansion was buying Metro Pictures Corporation, founded in 1916, and Goldwyn Pictures, founded in 1917. He also bought Louis B. Mayer Pictures. Loew is German for lion, so using it as the logo was appropriate. The official name was Leo the Lion, but he has been played by various lions. For those wondering what Ars Gratia Artis means, it's Latin for art's sake. It was designed in 1916 by Howard Dietz, the studio's chief publicist. He chose a lion because it was the Columbia University's mascot. A lot of lions have been used over the years as the model for the logo, with the last one used in 1957, and has been used ever since then. By the way, no lion was tied up or injured on the set, so don't believe any crazy rumors. If someone shows you a picture that proves otherwise, just know that it's fake. 14. BMW. The German car company BMW was once known for creating more than automobiles. They created aircraft engines too. This has led many to believe that the white and blue checkered logo is designed to signify a plane's white propeller with a blue sky behind it. While this makes for great branding today, this was not the original intention for the design. Back in the day, BMW wanted to use the colors of the Bavarian Free State in their logo, but doing so was illegal, so they reversed the colors and accidentally created the propeller design. It's often supposed that the central part of the BMW logo symbolizes the rotating blades of an airplane, in line with the company's early history of aviation technology. But it is in fact simply a part of the Bavarian flag, the area of Germany where the company originated. 13. Nike. In Greek mythology, Nike is the goddess of victory. This winged goddess is the daughter of Titan Pallas and goddess Styx. She is the sister of Kratos, god of power, Bia, god of force, and Zealous, god of zeal. The four siblings were companions of Zeus, and Nike is the divine charioteer, flying above battlefields and giving glory to the victors. The swoosh stroke has evolved from the wing of goddess Nike to symbolize the sound of speed and suggest movement. It is a legend now that the symbol was designed for $35 by Carolyn Davidson when she was a student at Portland State University in 1971. It is interesting to state the obvious fact that the Nike logo swoosh closely resembles the check mark which is commonly used. The check mark, tick mark, or OK mark is used to inform or indicate yes, or correct, or completed. This check mark is an affirmative symbol of convenience, where it prominently indicates success, which resonates and represents an athlete or sports person who always go for success and aspire for achievements. 12. Apple. Even though the original logo for Apple featured an image of Sir Isaac Newton, the father of gravity is not actually the reason why the fruit was picked to represent the computer company. The name Apple all comes down to a simple explanation. Steve Jobs liked the sound of it. A lot of urban myths surround the Apple logo, one being that the bite mark represents the apple of knowledge from the Garden of Eden. But the logo has an equally simple explanation as the company's name. The logo is in the shape of an apple because the company is named Apple, and the bite mark is only there to give the logo scale. Otherwise, people might confuse it for a cherry. Rob Yanov, the designer who created the world-famous Apple company logo, has explained how he came up with the idea. "I bought a whole bag of apples, placed them in a bowl, and spent time drawing them for a week, trying to break the image down into something simple." Taking a bite out of an apple was part of the experiment, and completely by coincidence, I realized that bite sounded exactly the same as the computer term bite. 11. Pepsi. The Pepsi logo, officially known as the Pepsi Globe, was originally created in the 1940s during World War II. The patriotic red, white, and blue colors were chosen to show support to the troops overseas and were only printed on the bottle caps, while the bottles themselves still had a classic script logo. By 1945, the Pepsi Globe became the official logo, due in part to the widely successful appeal they had with consumers. Since then, the Pepsi Globe has evolved, but it's maintained its patriotic color scheme. The most recent iteration was updated in 2009, which changed the white portion into a smile. Each Pepsi product has a different smile shape. For example, the Diet Pepsi Smile is smaller than the original Pepsi Smile. Some people believe the new special design hints at mysterious and secretive themes, such as the Earth's magnetic field, Feng Shui, Pythagoras, geodynamics, the theory of relativity, and the golden ratio. The designer has explained that this logo also makes reference to the Mona Lisa, the Parthenon, and even René Descartes. The red, white, and blue colors have always represented the American flag. 10. Wikipedia. The very first Wikipedia logo was introduced in 2003. It was designed by Paul Stancifer and later modified by David Friedland. The logo was an incomplete globe constructed of jigsaw pieces with a few ones missing at the top. Previously, there was some multilingual text inscribed on each piece, which was later replaced with glyphs. That shape was in use until 2010. The current Wikipedia logo is the same unfinished jigsaw globe with thinner boundaries between pieces, which gave it a sleeker appearance. The Wikipedia logo symbol was meant to reflect the company's never flagging and based on the goal, never ending, striving to embrace the world and cover all possible subjects. The missing jigsaw pieces stand for the impossibility of this mission of seizing the unseizable, and the glyphs symbolize the website's multilingualism. 9. Airbnb. A lot has changed about Airbnb over the years, and their logo design is no exception. Initially, the Airbnb logo was simply the text Air Bed and Breakfast in red and blue bubble letters. When the name of the company was changed from Air Bed and Breakfast to Airbnb, the logo changed as well to a design that spelled out Airbnb in a slightly fancier and more stylized font. Finally, in 2014, the Airbnb logo was updated to the design we now know today, a design that features a unique and recognizable symbol alongside the name of the company. The interesting-looking symbol that makes up the bulk of the current Airbnb logo design is actually a combination of 4 other symbols. The teardrop shape at the center of the symbol is meant to be a person's head, conveying the idea that Airbnb is a people-oriented company. This same teardrop shape is also meant to represent the shape of a location icon, a symbol that people associate with travel and destinations. The outer upside-down heart shape of the logo is meant to represent 2 different things as well. For one, it stands for the A in Airbnb, in addition to mimicking the first letter in the company's name, And the heart-shaped design of the outward symbol is also meant to be just what it looks like, a heart symbol that conveys the idea of love and compassion. While the vast majority of people who see the Airbnb logo won't necessarily catch these subtle meanings behind the design, what Airbnb has successfully done is create a unique and attractive logo design that is both easy to remember as well as meaningful to the core mission of the company and the service that they provide. 8. TripAdvisor. The American website TripAdvisor allows travelers from all around the world to choose the best hotel to stay at, the best restaurant to go to, the best airline to use, and even the most interesting place to visit. On the website, there are a lot of reviews from other users which you can use to help you make your decision. The logo of TripAdvisor looks like an owl, which symbolizes wisdom and knowledge, and its eyes symbolize the choice that a traveler will make. Green light, they should go. Red light, definitely not. 7. National Geographic. National Geographic, the popular magazine and channel that broadcasts documentaries in 171 countries, made its logo a yellow rectangle. It symbolizes a door that is open to the world of knowledge about nature, science, and culture. The color was chosen for a reason too. It is a metaphor for the sun that shines over the entire world and is the source of energy and power. 6. Subway. The arrows on the first and last letters of the Subway logo are there for a reason. They stand for the entrance and the exit to the subway. This way, the company demonstrates that with Subway you can eat on the subway. The colors play a huge role too. The green color symbolizes the fact that the company is an advocate for healthy food and supplies only good quality products. And the yellow stands for joy, optimism, and fun. 5. Orbit. If you look closely at the logo on an Orbit pack, you will notice that the capital O is split into two parts, one dark and one light. And in the background you can see the image of an orbit. So it's clear that the O symbolizes day and night and a planet revolving around the sun. 4. Columbia Pictures. Founded in 1918 by siblings Harry and Jack Cohn and friend Joel Brandt as CBC Film Sales Corporation, Columbia Pictures is one of the oldest studios in Hollywood. In its early years, the studio mostly churned out low-budget fare, leading the Cohns and Brandt to rebrand themselves in 1924 as the more sophisticated-sounding Columbia Pictures. Their name and torch-bearing female logo referred to Lady Columbia, which is the mostly forgotten female symbol of the United States. Before there was Uncle Sam, there was Lady Columbia in her patriotic robes and armor leading the way for America. The studio has always used an image of a woman with a torch. The most recent iteration was designed by painter Michael Deas in 1992 during a massive reorganization of the studio. The original Lady Columbia was draped in an American flag, but Deas was told to change the color scheme to white, orange, and blue. On the suggestion of a mutual friend, he asked Jenny Joseph, a graphic artist at the Times Picayune of New Orleans, to be his model. The photo shoot lasted 4 hours, and Deas used the resulting images for his iconic painting. It's the only time Jenny Joseph has ever modeled, but millions of people have seen her face for the last 25 years every time they go to the movies. Not a bad torch to bear. 3. Starbucks. Practically everybody knows that Starbucks hails from Seattle, a city known for its seaport origins. So when it came time to pick a logo for the business, they decided to keep close to their roots and choose a symbol of the sea. The original logo was from a 16th century Norse wood print of a naked siren with 2 tails. A siren in Greek mythology is a female hybrid of a woman and a fish. The image of the Starbucks siren has evolved over time. For starters, you can no longer see her naked breasts. The logo was recently redesigned so that the image of the siren is closely cropped, making it so that you can barely tell that she's naked at all. You may also notice that she's slightly asymmetrical, and this was no accident. The coffeehouse chain intentionally did this to humanize her, in order for customers to find her relatable. 2. Paramount Pictures. The Paramount Pictures logo was actually created by the founder of the business, William Wadsworth Hodgkinson. Legend has it that he sketched the logo on a napkin and that the mountain peak is Ben Lomond Mountain. The original logo was surrounded by 24 stars, representing the 24 actors and actresses that were signed with the studio at that time. These days, the number of stars has been reduced to 22, but the number of movie stars employed by the studio is obviously much higher than that. 1. Amazon. Upon first glance, what most people see in the logo Amazon has used since early 2000 is a smiling face, associating the brand with happiness and giving it a positive connotation. But that smiling face is doing much more than giving the audience emotional cues. It's also delivering a subliminal message. At first glance, Amazon's logo appears to be nothing special, but it was designed with the philosophy of the company in mind. The orange arrow is similar to a smile, as the company wants its customers to be satisfied. The arrow is also stretched between the letters A and Z, in a hint that the company sells absolutely every product imaginable, from A to Z. And that is all we have for you today. If you found this video interesting, please do leave a like for us, as it tells YouTube we are doing a good job of keeping you entertained. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time.